They ask me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
We got episode 304 Coach Class Pod. Continue rating, and subscribing. Continue engaging.
Draw the numbers up, man. Get us there. We need to get these numbers up on the subscribers, on the likes, on the comments, everything. Just make sure y'all hit us up, YouTube.
Yeah, don't be scared to show love, man.
Yeah, tell a friend too, please.
Yes, sir. And we got to give a big shout out because we had a lot happen this week, eventful week, but we got to talk about that NCAA Women's Championship game. You watched it in full, right?
Yeah, I watched both games.
I kept calling Zay because I wanted him to experience what we was watching, yo. First off, we got to give a big shout out to South Carolina.
Absolutely.
Dawn Staley.
The God, just going crazy.
3 natties.
Yeah.
Yo, she has that.
And they lost no games. That was the only thing. They fried everybody pretty much because it was first half discrepancies and then they had just corrected. But that it should have got a little more light. I didn't even realize they was undefeated until the championship. Granted, I knew they was super duper nice last year, so I was I figured it'll be like that again this year.
I think it got the light that it was getting throughout the year. You just weren't watching women's college basketball, but they've been dominating all year. They clear favorite, I think, going into it, and it was clear.
Yeah, they was undefeated.
It was evident. Like you said, they would have moments, but it was really the Jedi Master of Dawn Staley just correcting.
Yeah,
I saw that in that Final Four game. If you watch that Final Four game, she sat down the whole first half. She never got up off her seat. But they went in at halftime. They came back out and they blew them out.
And
she talked at the end of the game and she said, "Yeah, I kind of lit into him on some others, because what are y'all doing? Y'all made it. I think they was down it was a 1-point game or something like that at halftime for the Final Four, and he was like, nah, we can't have this.
Yeah,
and they corrected the ship immediately.
Yeah, because it's crazy, but that's what makes her crazy because she has everybody on that team nice, and she use them like chess pieces The one girl, I didn't even know about Tessa Johnson, the freshman, yo. They took everybody out at one point, Zay, because they was kind of messing up offensively, but their defense was strong. And then the young girl came in. She dropped probably 10 in a quarter.
Mid-range
then
points.
she just kept frying in the second. I think she ended with 24 points, something like that.
She had her career
assist.
high.
Yeah, she was cooking. A freshman, Tessa Johnson.
She went in. It was truthfully their center though. What's her last name? Cardoso?
Oh yeah, Cardoso started going crazy.
She dominated. She had I think 20 rebounds or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
20 something points.
But what can you do with her? And she's physical and big.
She's a problem.
Yeah,
she's a problem. I know they was trying to give it away with the point guard. She missed pretty much all her shots. I think she was 1 for 11 from the field. The point guard on South Carolina, I think her last name is Johnson. I'm forgetting her first name.
Oh, she's nice.
She's nice defensively.
I know who you're talking about.
She was going crazy on Kate. She ripped her 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
You talking about the girl with the dreads?
No, I'm talking about not her. She's nice as far as just finishing.
The one with the dreads is
she got the Kyrie level finish package. Yo.
Respectfully, let me put respect.
Falewe, I think is how you pronounce her last
She's
name.
Straight.
Yeah, I know who you talking about. Not her. The other one that had the ponytail, I think it was. She was strapping up though. She was definitely strapping up, but she missed a lot of shots. 10 shots or something crazy. But they locked in. They stayed locked in. Dawn wasn't playing this game. She didn't sit down the whole first half. She was locked in.
And she knew athletically, their team was just superior.
And in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, yo, them calls was looking a little crazy.
It was a no
some of them
call
fouls
show.
Was getting me hot.
Wild, Zay.
Some of them calls was getting me hot.
They was trying to keep it close. I guess they didn't want it to be a total blowout.
Yeah.
Cause it makes sense for ratings and stuff, but it was a lot of seasoning in that.
You gotta check the spread before every game.
It was one play where number 5 on South Carolina did a crazy defensive play, got the steal, came down and got the and one, and they called a foul. They called a charge. I'm like, bro, what's happening right now?
Some nasty moves.
Seasoning, bro. I've been told y'all seasoning is a thing, yo. Because they probably had spreads based quarter by quarter. You could bet like that now.
There's
yo.
no
It's
probably.
like,
They had those spreads. They had a lot of spreads. There
like
was one.
They can't be up by 20 at the half.
I know they broke some kind of records. I don't know what state it was, but one of them handles that they made as far as off of that game, the women's championship game, was like the most they had ever made.
Oh, it was the LSU Iowa game.
Not the views. I'm talking about the bets.
Oh, okay,
The
my
number
bad,
of
my bad.
bets. This was the championship.
I thought you was talking about
Yeah,
viewership.
not
My bad.
viewership. But
Shoot, if you want to leak in the viewership, it's all right. I tried the most viewed basketball game since it's been a while. I'm talking about they're talking about NBA and all that.
did y'all watch the men's?
Fire.
Hold on, no. Just I want to let that soak in. Basketball game.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Did y'all even watch the men's?
I did watch the men's. It beat the men's NCAA by 4 million, I
Yeah.
think. I mean,
It came on at 9 on a Monday.
Yeah, I was
I'm not
tired,
gonna lie.
yo. I went to bed, yo. I ain't gonna lie, because I ain't had no
Like,
stake in either one of the teams.
And
I was
like, I'm
knocked
tired,
out.
yo.
and then UConn is just
Yeah, they were dominant.
They was
they
that's
figured
like
they was gonna beat them.
it's the most dominant team I've ever seen in the tournament ever.
They
Ever in
killing-
my entire
but,
life.
like,
They blew out everybody.
Was
I've
there
never
anything
seen it.
else left on South Carolina
that is
before we go
crazy.
into that game a
Nah,
little bit?
just salute the Don, salute the
Definitely,
them,
yo.
them ladies.
Definitely.
Salute the Caitlyn, man.
Yeah,
You know,
Caitlyn,
she put
you're a
on.
monster.
30. She put up a 30. Yo, that bench didn't score.
Bro.
Didn't they go over like a 6-person
Bro.
rotation or something
Their
like
team,
that?
that's why they beatable, because it's only Caitlyn, and then like some of
Yo.
them like step up here and there. Because it was
Nah,
the
they
one
had
girl
some
with
threes.
the 2 picks.
It's the
and
one
was
big
hitting
girl,
some
like,
threes.
yeah, one of
It's
the girls,
another girl on. She's like one of the only black players with the that's light skin
Stokey.
with the 2.
Stokey is cold.
Bro,
yo.
she be out there. Zay, I'm talking about.
She actually blocked one of Cardoso joints. So Stokey, all right.
moves,
I like
bro.
Stokey,
She's
yo.
nice. Yeah,
She was the only one trying to get physical down there.
Yeah,
because
yo.
how do you defend against
Stop
somebody
letting
got
them
that
chump
on you?
us.
I don't know what you do.
What do you
Those-
do?
They were aggressive too. They was straight out
She
there
was trying.
physical.
She was trying, but nah, they outlasted them. Salute to Don and them. The biggest thing I think I picked up, because I missed the men's game. I didn't see any of that.
I was watching it like on the side. I was watching Monday Night Raw simultaneously. So
Okay.
I had one on the big screen and one on the regular TV, and I was peeking, but it wasn't enough to make me like. It was a few plays, back and forth, but it wasn't because I just knew you kind of is that good. I don't like,
They
bro.
won
They blew
last year.
everybody out in the tournament. This is never, to my knowledge, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Even I've seen
No
teams
close
with the
games.
crazy
Smacking people.
We've all seen teams with the craziest talent. You had at least one like nail biter.
Yeah.
None of the games were nail biters.
Yeah.
They blew everybody out by. They said I think they're the first team to cover the spread every time.
Yeah. And Purdue had the
Wow.
the Naismith
That is
basketball
wild.
player of the
Yeah.
year. Edie.
He had a good game.
Edie be getting his
Wasn't
points.
enough, though.
I don't know if he going. I don't know.
His feet kind of slow.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
And you got-
He can get better though.
With a
He
good
can get,
coach,
he
yeah,
get
with a
trained
good
up.
coach because he's
He can get trained
he's
up.
talented.
But you gotta
enough.
think of the big guys now in the league. Yo.
Yeah, he don't got no shot, dude.
There's some dude-
Do he got a shot?
He could try to develop one because remember Brooke Lopez
True.
didn't.
That's
I would have
true.
never thought Brooke Lopez is doing.
He just
yeah.
shot one today. I
Yeah.
was just watching that.
Yeah, so
It's
he
crazy.
can, Edie got some solid touch, so I could see them making him stretch out to the 3-point line
Okay.
potentially. Yeah,
He has to.
yeah, he's gonna have to. Yo,
Yeah, or else the Bulls gonna get him.
He
and
gonna
he
be
gonna be a
barbecue
bust.
chicken down there, bro.
Not a pick and roll. What?
Yeah.
He gonna be as soon as they see him every time, they gonna throw the thumb up.
It's gonna be nasty.
No, but the wildest part that since you brought it up, this joint was wild. I almost rewinded it to record it so people could see it, Stan Van Gundy was doing commentary for like maybe the Elite 8, maybe Sweet 16, one of them games, right? And he said, I'm not trying to, I guess essentially trying to be disrespectful, right? But he was like, Edie, the thing, a lot of guys from over in that region, their footwork really isn't. He said this, isn't really like that. So I'm a little concerned about him. At the next level, I was like,
Is he?
That's crazy, but
like, dog.
that's wild to say. But is it?
I
Never mind.
just couldn't believe he
You gotta
said
do
it on
Patreon.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. That's hilarious. I wish I would have
yeah.
heard that. That would have made me fall out, bro.
Nah, dog.
That's wild to say on TV.
Yes,
yo.
yo. It's in that region. I'm like, all right, yo. But yeah, salute to UConn. I want to give a shout out to them because I don't root for college teams as much ever since I went to college because it's like I didn't go to that school and spend money, sweat and tears. So it's like I'm not a fan. Like I root for Hampton more than anything. But I still like UConn. UConn's always my favorite college team. And it's just good to see them win again just from a nostalgic point of view. And the coach said at the end, Hurley, is it Dan Hurley?
Yes, I want to say that's correct.
From the Hurleys, But he was like, yo, he said, UConn dominating. We've been dominating for the last 25, 30 years. He said, keep talking about this. And when you think about it, Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, Kansas have been getting massive amount of press, and they've all been successful. But UConn, I think, has more than all of them. I think they got like one more than like all of them.
On both sides.
And women's team used to be a menace team too.
And when I look at all of that,
the women got 11.
They used to be. They used to win like every year.
Yeah.
I think it was like 5 years straight or something like that.
They was in it this year almost. Yeah. They almost got back.
They trying to come back now.
Yeah.
Because the talent pool started spreading and getting better, yo.
Yeah, man. I like that though.
Yeah.
Now we get done.
Back in the day, they would have had Juju.
They'd have had all
Angel
of them.
Reese.
Yeah, they'd have had all of them
Paige.
on one
They would have had
team.
like at least 4 in the top
Caitlyn,
5 people.
everybody.
No one
One
will make
squad.
it crazy if somehow Don Staley could get Juju, yo, and then they just do a transfer portal and they just blow everybody out.
The only reason I would say that wouldn't happen is because, when you're in Cali, USC and it's popping right now, I find that hard. I see somebody else wanting to probably go out there and hoop with her, yo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If she just get one
it's
more
an ideal
other
location
active
for
player,
a college
She
kid.
need one more.
She get one more other active player.
Either a
She's
big,
so nice,
either
dog. It's
a
gonna be
big or a solid another small one or something like that.
all you need is someone that can play defense, and be scrappy and knock down a three, and just a Cardozo type.
Yeah.
You get that. The rest of the team just got to play defense. Okay. Honestly, just play defense, yo. You need a little point guard that's scrappy on D and can jack a three, yo, and knock it down. And just somebody just getting bored, yo. Yeah. But salute to that.
I will say I was disappointed with the finish of, I think that was LSU Iowa when they called that offensive foul, that little the screen on the screen.
I didn't see it.
Iowa game?
LSU
Sure
UConn.
LSU. Did they play
Talking
UConn?
about the one before?
No, LSU played Iowa.
Oh, my bad. LSU
Iowa.
No. You talking about Iowa?
Or was that
versus
UConn?
Yeah, Iowa UConn. That's
Iowa
what I meant to say.
UConn. That was the
that's
Iowa
why I
UConn.
mixed it up.
joint.
Yeah.
That joint.
I didn't see the end of that one.
Because I wanted UConn to get that. I'm going to be honest with you. I was hating on Caitlyn, throughout this whole thing. I wanted her to lose. That's why I was happy to see her lose. It felt good.
She's nasty.
She never got
bro.
the chip out of college. We can say that.
She didn't, but
She is nasty.
She's still special, yo.
She's nasty.
But she did get exposed. Like, if you put a body on her and bump into her, like, yo, it kind of got her razzled at the end of the game. Like, I'm like...
Yeah, that's why...
you got to get that handle right. She got to get that handle right.
That's why...
or you just got to get like Steph, where it's like, it's guaranteed you're not missing
Diana
it.
Taurasi was kind of trying to give her a little shade.
She got to get that handle right. They're going to be ripping her.
Yo, it's grown women over there.
Yeah.
It was a little haterish, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, don't be a hater.
She going to come in straight.
Don't be a hater.
She
but
getting
I
a
think
lot
if
of
they get
coverage,
physical-
though. That's probably why
Bro,
they
said
hate.
they opening up tickets and doing all type of for the
Fam,
games already.
I heard they added like an extra 8,000
Yes,
tickets or
they're-
something
yo,
to
they
her
gonna-
first game potentially.
Why wouldn't you want to
She's
not
not even
see the
drafted
nicest
yet.
college basketball
Y'all
player?
seen the
though,
whole
like, for
draft?
years.
This draft class
Yeah, it's
coming in.
good. It's
the
cold.
draft class so nice, yo. Angel Reese is like slated to be like the 7th pick.
Yeah.
That lets you know everything you need to know.
Because you got
That's
Cardoso
crazy.
and them coming out like too, so it's
The girl,
a lot of people.
What's the other chick from Stanford getting busy, yo? Like the whole draft is nasty, yo.
Yeah.
This I tell
It's gonna be good for the WNBA.
I think that's Paige. Is that Paige?
And it has the light, the
Is
attention.
Paige in this draft as well?
I think so. I could be wrong.
I feel like she is, but I don't want to be wrong because if she is,
I think I saw her on that somebody. I was watching ESPN earlier. I saw a little graphic they had up, and they had a whole list of like who's getting potentially
the draft
or
is
who's
nuts.
entering the draft this year.
It's nuts, yo.
And Bronny's son, Bronny is going in. Alleged. It doesn't he have like some ability? I never heard where you can go into the draft but still be able to stay in college.
This has been more recent. You can
Draft college.
as long as you don't get it like an agent, whatever. And it's like he's LeBron James' son. He
Yeah,
don't
you don't
need
even
an
know about
agent.
it. Yeah.
I mean, he kind of got an in-house agent. He just doesn't have to call him his agent.
He might want to play more college basketball though, yo. Like your dad rich, bro. You don't got you could get nicer because you don't want
I'm
to be a
interested
bust
to
and
see
be
what
LeBron
happens.
son.
I'm interested to see.
I would like to see him be put in a position where a coach challenges him to use his abilities.
Yeah,
and
like
make him
yo,
more
use that
confident
skill
because
set.
That's why the scout, like, people be like, he can still get on a team because it's like, even though he didn't put up crazy numbers, if you watch the games, like, you can tell he's talented.
Yeah, he's way more athletic than
so
everybody.
Timid, it's crazy. It's like, dog, you could cook these. He already got an NBA body too. Mad athletic. He be catching. He just doesn't. I said this before. He doesn't understand how nice he is. My only thing is the reason that why they would probably entertain the draft is because LeBron don't know how many more years.
Yeah.
But also, LeBron probably like, listen, man, if we put you on the team with me, we just gonna be working with you all the time. It's gonna be a different level of care than if you just get sent somewhere and they're like, all right, let's just put him off the team. It's like, yo, we're not gonna cut you.
LeBron gonna be the official player coach.
It's like Giannis and them. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be on here. I'm your pops, and we just gonna work with you. I mean, it makes sense. Like,
Develop his game.
and I know some people be like, oh man, he's not that great. It's gonna take spots from other people. It's like, dog, like, he's gonna get drafted in the second round. Most of them second round dudes not even gonna get a guaranteed contract. They're gonna be playing in a G League. Yeah, just put Bronny on the team. He's clearly has the ability to play in the NBA. Can they tap into his potential?
What happened to Wade's son?
And money.
He wasn't good enough. Yeah, like, no disrespect, but the basketball window is crazy.
He was never
Interesting.
Because you gotta think, like, Eric is the nicest player I've ever seen, yo. But it's guys that's like a whole nother level above that, and like NBA like superstars and stuff. So it's like
The NBA is crazy.
the NBA. That's the most competitive league to have to be a part of, yo.
I think it's any professional league.
I think it's basketball more than anything, because like
baseball is crazy.
It might be high
baseball
level.
is hard. Too.
Baseball
That or
takes you mad long to get up to the pros.
Yeah.
So I think
or
baseball
highest
is
level
probably the hardest.
soccer, because everybody
Maybe
in
that.
the world plays soccer.
Yeah.
Everybody except for like
Football.
people in the Northeast, the United States. Literally, that might be the only place on the planet that don't really.
Yeah,
play
that's the only place
And
they
it's
do
a
it.
The
lot of
only
good
reason
soccer
I
fans
also
stuff
say
too.
with basketball, because it's only 5 guys on the court at a
It
time.
is less
and it's like
positions.
9 to 12 men on the roster.
That's what I was saying.
I'm
All
not
pro
gonna lie, the
sports are
NFL
hard to get
The
into.
NFL is a little bit easier. Yeah. It's a lot
It
of
is.
stories of
You
people
can
not
slide,
picking up the
yo.
game until like
My son was
late.
what my man Kurt Warner was doing.
No.
Kurt Warner said the cereal box hit him in the head and came in. He's in the Hall of Fame now.
Nah, what was the
That's crazy.
what was the guy that robbed us, show? I was so happy when we got him from the Seahawks show.
Earl
Earl Thomas show. Yeah, like
He had
yo.
problems.
But
had
he was
some
dumb
real-
nice though.
But
He had off the field issues
Nah,
clearly.
bro,
yo.
when you that bad, yo, you got away with your name, yo, getting you a spot, because it was kind of bad that whole season, if I remember correctly.
It was a lot.
But Earl was a problem on the Seahawks.
Yeah, he was
so-
wild.
Oh no,
Don't
he
act
was
like he
nice.
wasn't,
I think it's because he was smacking people so much back
Yeah,
then.
that's what it was. He was only like 5'10" or something like
Bob-
that.
I
I
guess
didn't
we gotta
realize
stop hating,
that.
because I remember it was painful
Earl
to watch
Thomas
my
was
my
crazy. He was
guys
Legion
last
of
season on
Boom.
Houston.
Yeah, yo.
When my
Yeah.
man,
He wanted to be a
Ed,
founding
that hurt my
father.
feelings.
Don't sleep. Yeah, he was the guy that would come. I think
Yeah, I did.
Gronk.
He
Gronk
just
just
got
told
him
a
too
story
late.
how he got knocked out for the season because Earl Thomas hit him in the chest.
Thomas was wild.
One game coming downfield. Yo, this was when you could still line people up.
Yeah.
He was killing people.
Like, think about it. Remember how nice Bob Sanders was nice for us.
Yeah.
He was nice
Bob
for like
Sanders
4
was
years.
amazing.
Sanders.
Yeah,
And he
I
was out
forgot
the league,
about
but you
yo.
gotta remember he was like
Similar
5'8".
fashion guy. Yo, yeah.
Bro, you can't play like that. Like
Eventually your body
not a
gonna
big-
break
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't play
And
like
them
that.
dudes
like
be
that,
huge,
yo.
like
It's
on the
too
line
big.
and stuff.
The
If
honey
you get
badger
hit-
lasted longer because the honey badger was just he could play a lot of it.
He was
do
a
the
lot
dirty
lighter,
stuff.
too.
Yeah, he could play the finesse game way better. Yeah, he was. A
He
lot
could
more
tackle
sneaky,
a
yeah.
lot better. It wasn't more the power force hits that you seen from like Earl Thomas and them. Earl Thomas was reckless abandon.
he was-
Whole body into you just
It was
whatever.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
killed him.
Chancellor.
I respect DBs
Cam
like
Chancellor
that.
was like the first one of them big ones.
was
The
crazy.
big DBs.
He looked
Yeah.
he was like a
was a linebacker.
Linebacker, yo, was just.
His story is sad though. I actually heard one about him. You should watch it on Flimlo Raps if you get a chance. Flimlo Raps does these stories of like obscure sports stories and stuff like that, and sometimes more of the popular players. But he did a good story on him, Cam Chancellor, and how he was like really probably the commander of the Legion of Boom, more so.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard.
Nah, they was all super duper
And
nice.
he was
They used
only
to
there
all
for
be
a
just
little bit.
striking
It wasn't
folks.
that long that he
Nah,
was
that
in
stint
the
was
league.
that stint might have been
It's like 3 years, 2 years,
right?
something like that. Maybe at max.
I don't
4
think it was
years.
more than 4.
Yeah, because it ended bad. Basically, I remember Earl Thomas. His exit was him flipping off the coach, riding off in the cart after he broke.
Oh
his
yeah,
leg.
yeah.
You know what destroyed them, yo? Not handing that ball off. That team was never the same
Oh, my
after
goodness.
that. When they didn't do, literally watch right after that. It
Didn't he
just
talk
went
to
it went
Shannon
downhill.
about that?
problem.
He talked to Shannon about that. Marshawn Lynch
Yeah,
talked to him.
he said he just laughed at the coach.
Yeah, I would have too. Come on, yo.
franchise.
Y'all know what y'all was doing, bro. I had just got down there. It was second down.
He
We
was
had
the reason
timeouts.
they was down
They
there.
didn't
We
want him
had
to be the
timeouts
fifth.
left.
Never
We had
mind.
2 timeouts left.
We all know why.
He could not
had
win
to
the
say it.
MVP,
They
bro.
they couldn't have the guy win the MVP.
The guy that
whole
was
week was
saying-
saying, "I'm just here so I won't get fined."
They can't
political.
have that.
It was wild political. No, it's
Can't let that
crazy
happen.
because that means somebody was in the. Roger Goodell allegedly grabbed their headset and would say, "Yo, no,
Throw a pass.
not like this.
Throw a pick.
Not like this.
Throw a pick, man.
Not like
He had 2
That's
touchdowns
crazy.
already. That would have been 3
He was
touchdowns.
killing,
He would have went
yo.
crazy. He would have won the MVP, Super
Yeah.
Bowl MVP.
And years later, that
That'd have
goes
been
down
amazing.
as the
I'm so
worst
mad they
call
robbed
in
us of
NFL
that.
history.
I'm so mad they robbed us of that. Yo.
And then we
Seeing
get
Marshawn
Malcolm
Lynch-
Butler. Now
That might
we
have
touting
changed
him for years.
That,
Like, he did decent in the. I'm not going. He played in the NFL, so I'm never going to hate on him. But you got that because of that.
Didn't Bill
bullshit.
Belichick wind up sitting him and cutting him out afterwards?
Yeah,
Crazy like that.
I don't know where he at now. I don't
Salute to
know.
him though. That's one of the most iconic plays in NFL history.
Respect. I can't hate, bro. But that was some bull.
That was nasty, yo. That just made me mad. I was watching that and I wasn't even a fan. I remember like everybody was blowing everybody's phone up back then. Like, yo, did you just see what they just
And
did?
then it was against Tom and Bill. Like of
Nobody
all
liked
teams.
Tom, bro.
It wasn't
We
even
did
like a
not
team
want Tom to
you
win,
feel
bro.
happy for somebody to win. You be like, I feel like I'm happy for him. Yo, it was the
Not
freaking
again.
evil empire. Yo, it was so terrible, yo. And it was the comeback tour.
Yeah.
Like, people thought the Patriots was done, and they reeled off like 3 more. It was like, oh my gosh, yo. Everybody was surprised, yo. Just the camera angles when they show everybody's face, yo. Everybody was like, what is going
what's
on?
just
And they were so nice that year.
They was nice for like
Like,
3 years.
yeah.
They should have had like at least 3
Yeah, I agree.
championships.
Because
Yeah.
they smacked the
wild
Broncos.
nice.
yo.
Yeah,
when they
they was
played the
cooking.
Broncos. Oh my God. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was
They did not play around with Peyton Manning.
That was the fastest NFL team I ever seen. You know what they remind me of speed wise? They remind me. Remember how fast Florida was?
Yes.
In college,
Yeah, I
like,
remember
that was the
You
fastest
talking
team
about
I ever
like
seen.
the Percy Harvin and
The team
them.
with all the
Yeah, it was like all track stars on the team. They was like, oh, win.
everybody on them teams, yo. But like the Seahawks that's still to this day. That team that beat Peyton and them, I've never seen an NFL team that fast.
Yeah, that was
before.
ridiculous.
They were fun to watch on defense. Like you kind of wanted them to get rid of not have the ball anymore, so the defense can get back on. That's
Was
when
that
you
the
know your
year when
defense
he
is
was
legit.
going hard body at Crabtree? Or was that the year when they
Yes, right.
lost?
No, I
They-
think that was the year that won. They won, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
it might have been.
That's an iconic year.
He was going a trash wide receiver like Crabtree. Don't you ever do that? He was going crazy.
She didn't know what to say. Yo. She about to call the cops.
No, he
It
was
was a
wild
great tip
aggressive.
play
I
though.
forgot
Yo, the
about
play
that.
he
Yeah.
made was incredible. Yo, I couldn't even be mad at him for going
Nah,
off.
that
like
team was amazing.
Yeah, salute to Crabtree though. I used to like Crabtree. He didn't do well on the Ravens, but I used to like Crabtree.
Yeah, that was your man. Wasn't he on the Oakland? The Raiders?
San Fran is, I
San
think, where he had
San
his
Fran?
best days. I think that's probably
San
his
Fran,
best
my
days.
bad.
He did. I think he played for the Raiders
Yeah,
though
he
at
did.
one
He
point
played
in
on
his
that for a
career,
little
but
bit.
that was later.
He got his chain snatched on the Raiders.
Yeah, against the
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Talib grabbed
That
it.
was
Good
crazy.
brother Talib.
Talib
Yeah, I don't want
grabbed
to talk
it.
about the
Well,
Talib.
yeah, let me chill.
Well,
I didn't mean to say that. That wasn't that. I didn't mean
What
to say
happened?
that. You can't even. I'll tell you after the.
Oh, all
pod.
right. I don't know. I really
We
don't
might
know.
now need to talk about that family. That's all it means.
Oh, my bad.
Respecting them.
Well, I'm gonna jump off the ledge with this one. Yo, I slandered it before because they wasn't giving us enough content. I think this last episode of Invincible might be one of my favorite episodes of an animated series of that style, like superhero show. Like,
Damn. Really?
it was crazy, yo.
You got that over like the when Goku went into like
No,
the different
not over
worlds,
Dragon
right?
Ball Z, not over the top ones, but over like a lot of the animated superhero stuff for me. Like, and I like a lot of animated superhero stuff, like animated superhero TV show, like with episodes. This is up there. Like, I was like, bro, when my man Mark
It was
put
good.
his first
I'm not gonna
body,
hold you, it was good. I just
because
don't know
Omni
enough
Man's
to say
son
that for
is
confirmed.
like soft until life forced him, because it was like this villain that like went crazy. Mark did something to him by mistake. Angstrom Levy, and it turned him into like a god that's almost like the Kang of that universe. Like, he's not strong at all,
Essentially,
but
what
he
happened?
could like jump around the different timelines within that And this was in the comics back then, so it was so
Last
fire,
season, he was trying to help him with something, and he had this machine he created where he was able to collect all of like his different selves from different universes.
Oh, yeah,
And he was trying to put it into one person, but the machine blew.
Yes, like the one.
Essentially,
Yes,
he was trying
exactly
to put
like
all of
that.
his consciousness into that. But the machine blew up while it was happening, and some horrible accident happened, and now he
Deformed
got
his head.
crazy
Like,
big brain with like all of the like consciousness in his from all of the different ones in different realities. So they seeing different things. That's really what the
I
the
love
episode
that
was. It was
episode,
good.
yo.
It was a good episode.
That was really good, yo.
He has problems.
Like,
he has a lot of he has mad personalities essentially, but it's him and from different universes.
And you got to think
own
his
brain.
perspective was crazy because his mind was one brain that was all those universes, and Mark was not good in all those. Like he was
except
like
for one.
imagine like an evil Superman that killed your moms and them, and then you come meet the Superman that's like a nice kid. Like he had everybody enslaved on other joints, and this one, I'm fighting for us. He wanted smoke. But long story long, they got into a fight. He snapped Mark's mom's arm, tried to kill the baby and all this stuff. And then he finally got to him, yo. And Mark let loose. He couldn't let go, yo. Like he was like the Superman that wouldn't kill anybody. He murdered him horrifically. Bro. Like I'm talking about punches, and then like the art style with that show is so hard because they do a lot of simple shots, but they're very effective for animated stuff. So it's like you see him like leaned over the body, hitting it, then like all the blood shoots up and then like flies down slowly. It's a very cool scene, yo. And then when he realized what he does,
I don't know though.
very good.
I'm still debating on if he even dead.
I think he is in that universe.
Yeah, he might.
There's
have
probably
had
still
another one.
more of them.
Could have had another one.
Yeah, in that universe, I think, because I don't
He
see
said
nobody surviving that.
the
Even a
doctor-
Viltrumite would die from that.
He kept alluding to the fact that the doctor had souped him up, which he showed in his powerfulness as far as fighting him. But I don't think that was only just his powerfulness. So he probably had some other clones or something like that. You're probably right.
Yeah,
It was a good episode. I like
excellent
it.
show. Excellent show.
I like to see what's happening up there too with his pops as far as before he gets executed. Now you see he ran into my man.
Apparently he what's his name? Alan the Martian. They say he's one of the strongest characters too.
Yeah,
So like
because
yeah.
his ability.
Yeah.
When he faces essentially if he gets completely demolished where he's almost about to die, and then he's able to come back to life, he comes back like 20 or 30 times
Yeah,
stronger. than he
way
was
stronger,
before.
yeah.
And he came. That's why he was
Yeah,
like.
that's why he got in
That's
the
why you
scuffle
saw
with
that
the
scene. He
Viltrumites,
fought her.
yeah. He's like,
he caught the
whoa.
punch. He said, "Oh, my eye came out last time. I'm straight right
he
now."
punched his eye out in the first season. That was nuts, bro. Right cross, eyeball.
Left him floating in space. My man lived. I don't know how he lived through that.
Yo.
That was incredible. But
He's a
no, it's a
Martian,
good
bro.
series. You're right. I like it
Yeah.
a lot. It's
Excellent,
definitely a good
excellent.
one. I wasn't really watching too much of anything that's outside of the sports and everything. I didn't catch too many movies or anything.
I did want to say one thing Zay put me on to, because Zay been in this. Matter of fact, talk about where you went. I totally forgot about that, yo.
Oh yeah,
You had a legendary, and because that'll lead into this next topic.
Oh,
That you
I
put
know
me
you
on.
want to go.
Yeah, but let's start with that.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I mean, y'all know I've been getting back into the wrestling WWE stuff, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I could do a whole hour easily because there's a lot that happened that led into WrestleMania, which was a lot that happened. Let me just say this: anybody who's been keeping up, even if you've been keeping up since the beginning of the year, and then you start finding out over the really the last decade, this is some of the best storytelling. Period. Like people was like, yo, they should win Emmys for how at least that rest all the way up until that it's been phenomenal. And then The Rock came through and it's been we're talking about the writing room has been phenomenal, the personalities, all of this and all of that. Like I said, I could talk about that for days, but I actually got to do a childhood kind of dream and be a part of the road to WrestleMania, So I went to SmackDown in Philly when they had the SmackDown, the 2 nights of WrestleMania, and then they just finished the last Raw that was still in Philly. So they was in Philly for 4 straight days. So I went to the largest, the biggest SmackDown in history.
Damn.
Literally,
That's hard.
It was the biggest SmackDown in history. And then when you get your ticket, you got the Hall of Fame after. And Paul Heyman was basically the lead inductee. I got Muhammad Ali got inducted. The Rock's inducted his grandmother, who was very integral in wrestling business. The Rock was there. It's funny because that Hall of Fame, the people are really there.
Yeah.
So you got the boos, the cheers, it's just crazy. Yeah. Like I said, I could do a whole hour, but it was fantastic. Muhammad Ali's wife handed The Rock the People's Champion belt. Because him and Muhammad Ali actually had a conversation. He told him it was cool that he could use the People's Champion. It's mad hard, yo. It's dope as heck. But it was dope. That show I went to, and last night they did it again. They've been preaching it's a new era, basically the post Vince McMahon era. Yeah, and they're letting it be known. And it's a lot of new innovation and things that they weren't able to do. It doesn't like if y'all watch the show, it doesn't look anything like y'all saw before. Like it looks cinematic and just dope. But anyway,
yeah, of course, some here and there.
I only seen
The
like
show-
the clips on that you sent me and the stuff on
SmackDown
YouTube.
and this Raw are the first two shows that completely look different. So y'all know how the big stages are normally there. That's a wrap. They letting people just wrap the building now because they've been doing like I think they had like 17 straight sellouts. They doing crazy numbers right now. It's making more money than it's ever made. So I went to the first show where they don't have the big stage. It was just I'm gonna post my stuff and stuff like that. And I'll show you before I leave. But it looked dope. I like how it looked. Okay. And they got the LEDs and the what's the name. So it looks like how like boxes in the UK kind of come out overseas and stuff like that with the LEDs around and the interest and all of that. And it's dope. It's a little bit of pyro, but it's a different look. It looks and feels like a completely new era. But anyway, it was fun out in Philly. It was cold all weekend. Everybody talked about that. But it was just cool to be in that atmosphere. Say you participated in that lead up to it. The Hall of Fame, like I said, was crazy. The atmosphere was crazy. They're going to be coming to Baltimore and DC. I'm going to try to hit both shows.
Yeah, I know you
late
pulling
summer.
up.
It's been fun. And it's been fun because my lady's into it too. It's like, man, it's
That's
really
hard.
mad fun. And it's really good. Like, it's like anybody who's been, it's really good. Not like a whole bunch of that OD. Even though we liked a lot of stuff, some of the stuff with Vince was getting like weird and cheesy after a while, but they're like really locked in. Like they're focused. Like it's really like a cinema. That people it's like Avengers right now. Like The Rock is kind of like Thanos. It's crazy. He's really playing the bad guy, not just the heel, like a bad guy.
Oh yeah, when he was
It's crazy.
when he had the belt, that was out of crazy. That was he never would. Well, nah, him and Stone Cold used to beef like that, but outside of that,
he
they
was
wouldn't
like a
have did that.
happy heel. Like people still be kind of cheering for him, but he be going hard in the paint. So anyway, but yeah, Cody Rhodes. If anybody who's been paying attention, he finally finished his story, quote unquote. It was anime meets like it looks kind of like the NFL games with the entries. It's just different. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's lit. And it's only gonna get better and better and better. And they got a whole line of stuff like lined up with The Rock and the Samoan fan. It's crazy right now, though. Right. So salute to them. They got me back in. I seen a lot of people saying they've been getting back in too.
Since you said they going back to the Attitude Era-esque kind of about wrestling,
with a new flip. Yeah.
You think they ever gonna have a scene like when Booker T and Stone Cold was in the grocery store?
Possibly. I mean, The Rock when he
when
he was beating like outside in the rain was kind of
beefing.
somewhat similar
That was
like that.
Yeah.
Really. And actually, it's funny at the SmackDown for the throwback joint. I think it was because it was to the date or something like that. They showed the Stone Cold and what's the name joint in between commercials.
Oh, Stone Cold and The Rock?
No, Booker T. That scene.
Booker
they
T,
showed it
yeah.
in between commercials.
When he hit the milk and then ran up on him. Booker T ran up on the random bald guy in the store and went Stone Cold. Stone Cold was in the freezer. Popped out with the gallon of milk.
The powder, the flour. Nah, man, it's been fantastic. It was a great weekend.
That's what's up.
I only plan on turning up more with it, but yeah.
Nah, that's gonna be great.
They ended a 3.5 year reign, like one of the greatest reigns of all time. Roman Reigns, no pun intended, but yeah, it's fantastic. But he gonna come back. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we always gotta say right.
You want to talk about?
My bad. We was still in the wrestling vein. I
thought you had something.
Nah, so New Jack, I didn't know about him. So Zay, when we talked to each other on the phone, he didn't give me a lot of details about him. He just was like, bro, you just gotta watch. Yo, crazy. So I didn't know what that meant at the time. Like, I watched his Vlad TV interview. Then we watched the joint on Vice earlier. Bro, this dude was a menace, bro. They shouldn't have let him do that. Yeah, like, y'all didn't care about people's lives, yo.
Say it like that. It's crazy.
Y'all shouldn't have let him do that. Like, bro, like, this is like...
trying to make money, bro.
Staged or choreographed, like, fighting and doing crazy stuff. So we got to be on one accord. Like, if you jumping off of something 20 feet down and elbowing me somewhere, we got to, like, we got to learn how to sell that. He was hurting folks and hurting himself.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, so wrestling, people be giving it is it like everybody knows it's scripted, but like, dog, they take enough punishment. Like, it's not like they out there and none of the stuff hurts, and it's like, no. So if you're out there really wilding, that's why people was like, it wasn't even like it was wrestling, but some of it was straight up just violence. I'm just taking out anger on folks.
Yeah.
He was stabbing a dude in the ring.
Yeah, stabbing somebody.
Stabbing somebody in the ring is crazy. Nah, the one joint was wild because when he had hit the flip and then he broke his leg and then lost vision in his eye.
Cracked his head open.
Yeah, he said, I don't want to do it. He said,
Cracked his skull,
nah, we going through it, and just tossed both of them over like on cement.
Cocaine bumps in the locker room.
I mean,
bro,
not
to
alleged.
Get it going.
He said he did coke before every match.
I do coke before the match.
I
figure I'm gonna jump. I might as well get high. He's like, God damn, son, I don't know if you should do it that way. That's crazy.
He was definitely
he was fully in. He was fully in on it.
And this is ECW and some other stuff he was doing as well. But he's really, a lot of people know because of ECW and how crazy ECW was. And like I said, Paul Heyman got into the Hall of Fame this week and gave a crazy speech.
Yeah.
But it was fantastic and crazy at the same time. It was very fitting. But yeah, like they were showing like close, like just small little venues, like 20 people. It was yo, dude is crazy. Then of course, like I said, you got to see it's very graphic, but the mass transit incident. Anybody who sees this and knows about New Jack, they know about the incident. It's crazy.
Nah, he was really wild.
He split his head open and.
I'm surprised nobody just popped him though. Like he must have been that crazy.
Dog.
Yeah, he was that crazy.
And plus, they be into like people don't understand that that's a culture. Like they have death matches. They call them death matches. They understand that they're gonna. Mankind comes from that culture. Mankind like remember I told you about the Rock.
Yeah.
And he was like he was just worried about, and then eventually he got mad after he saw his kids crying. It's a whole other story. But he was like he just was worried about. I think we gave the fans what they needed. Like yo, dog, the Rock could have killed you that night.
Yeah.
Like that was bad. Like, and remember him getting thrown off for like the Hell in a Cell on attacks and all of that. Them attacks weren't fake.
That's crazy
real.
to do that.
Like
bro.
he bought the ECW.
I still don't understand how he did that, bro.
He was wild.
The Dudley Boys, all of them, they crazy. They was on that.
I told you, like Pop said, that man like that pain, man.
Yeah, some people, that's just what they do. There's an actor, I can't remember his name right now. I'll look it up right after briefly because I'm pretty sure it'd be easy to find. But he did it. He was like, I'm adamant. I'm gonna do a death match with somebody. And the dude, they started getting crazy. And the dude, because they started getting more physical. The dude broke the glass, the little fluorescent joints over his head, and then stabbed him in the neck. And then he said, "Oh man, I thought I was about to kill him." He said, "Then when I could tell because he wasn't squirting, because I've seen blood do that before, that it was just right there." So he was like, "I said, all right, it's time to go in." I was like, "Yo, it's a lifestyle." And this is an actor. Y'all know exact. When I show y'all the photo, you're gonna be like, "I know, yeah, he's a notable actor." It's gonna be like, "Dog, why?"
Yeah.
Yo? It's a lifestyle, it's a culture, though. They still be doing that crazy stuff, yo.
Yeah, we always gotta say.
My bad, I don't want to cut you off, but Rich, you wanted to talk about?
I don't know if I want to talk about this guy or not, but
oh yeah,
I mean,
that's your boy too.
Wrestling too, but it just was very disappointing and deflating because I really had. You got to realize how the sequence of events that happened for this to end up happening ultimately, and I'm going to break it down. Last week, podcast ends, me and Zay going back and forth about these two rappers, Kendrick and J. Cole. I'm arguing for J. Cole's side because I have to. I just feel like that's my...
That's your boy.
I argued when he made it on the African basketball team, and my son was averaging Stephen A. numbers on that joint. I was like, you know what? That's still my guy. Like, he's really over there promoting the league. I was doing everything.
For trying to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that's still due. I'm not hating on that. So I was ready. He drops the project. I might delete this later. I was ready to come in here and defend it. And I still like the project a little bit. It's not a terrible project. It's only like maybe 2 or 3 songs I could have did without. I think it was Fever. I didn't really like that one. HYB, I really like the chorus, but I'm not a fan of the verses on there. I won't say anything as far as explanation on why that is, but you may get why that is if you listen to the song.
I didn't listen to it, but I did hear some. Yeah,
the song, like especially Cole was reaching on this one. He rhymed EpiPen in this joint. I ain't really like that. That bar wasn't good to me. Like
I ain't listened all the way, so I can't say that. I only listen to the controversial track. That's the only thing I listen to.
Yeah. I listened to, and then that Fever joint. If you was going to just drop this as a project of your raps, I don't need you trying to do the womany kind of track. This song was trash. Fever is really bad.
Supposed to have Glorilla on it?
Does that have Glorilla? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't think so. It's just really bad. But the diss track, I wasn't overly mad at it, but I felt like he gave enough of the, this is just a warning shot. I'm not really sending the shot. He gave enough of the like, all right, cool. We're not going to really throw jabs. So why was there even a necessity to then go on your stage, your main stage?
You know what I take away from that?
And apologize. But I don't understand the necessity of it. If you've already given the warning. This was just a warning. Kendrick, what Kendrick was saying on that bar, what was he saying though when he was just?
Honestly, Kendrick gave the warning, and it was a heavy warning.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when he kept doing that part when he kept I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing when he saw him apologizing on stage. I know he was doing that the whole time. Like, why would you? I just didn't feel like it was unnecessary. You didn't have to say anything.
I feel like because I'm not the hugest J. Cole fan, right?
That broke my heart, bro.
But on the diss track, I felt like he just let somebody get him out of his character. Cause it's like,
it didn't even feel natural. It didn't feel natural.
I've never heard him talking tough to stuff ever, bro. Like he
does a little.
He does, and that's why people disappoint.
I'm
now
like,
they try to turn it into like
it
was violence that was gonna ensue after.
Nobody was gonna die off of those bars that you gave. But you just kept alluding to things.
See, and this is why I want to tell y'all was loving that joint with him and Benny. Y'all was praising that verse, and I told y'all I wasn't impressed with the. I'm the great, the Brahms, the rain was pouring. And I wasn't.
No more. There's no more rain pouring, bro.
Yo.
There's no thunder. There was no thunder when you were born, bro.
Verse and then do this.
And then apologize to the.
And it's no slander to.
And I don't hate J. Cole. Let me make sure that's.
It's no slander to J. Cole, but we said Benny smoked him on that track. Everybody was looking crazy. I said he smoked him.
I like Benny's verse better.
I like J. Cole on
that
track.
Benny versus.
I did before this. It's a lot of things that changed for me after this show.
Benny smoked him on that track.
You know it's so crazy because I was alluding and talking.
It's a few things that have changed. I won't say a lot. It's a few things.
It's some like so when we've been talking about it off pod whatever. But last week, like I told Mike, I was speaking to him before. It was like we was like an hour and 3 minutes, and I had a whole segment about it. Like I would have sounded, I won't say like the Nostradamus, but I was about to say like I literally was going to talk about. I was like, Doug, J. Cole is nice, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's too nice.
And he spits bars that he could talk that talk. But I said, I was literally going to lay out a whole thing. I was going to say, this is too diabolical for him. Kendrick is ready to jump off the porch. Really, if I think if you really get challenged, he ready to go there. And then even if Drake get it, like those dudes, like they plan and do this and do that. I was like, yo, J. Cole, he's too much of a nice dude. I literally had this whole thing laid out, and I was prepared to take it there. I was like, I think Kendrick gonna make an example out of him, and it's gonna change how people view J. Cole. Yeah. And I said, I don't think that's good because J. Cole was in such a high, and I gotta say was in such a high position. Yeah. What's happening to him now is what I thought was gonna happen to him after they battled, but he did it to himself. He didn't even allow Kendrick to do it to him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I was gonna say it was gonna be a separation, and people were gonna find out, and I was just gonna throw my hands up. I was like, but I don't want to sound like a stan because I like all these guys. I leave probably Kendrick a little bit more for a lot of different reasons, but like I like all of them. But I'm just like gross. I've been watching. I'm like I don't think Cole ready for that.
That was disappointing, bro. Like you do all of it. Like you went up from North Carolina to New York. They was giving you a hard time. You fought your battles to try to get through New York to get to Jay-Z and do all this shit. And then you go down there and you apologize on the stage to the man for bars that weren't even visceral. There was nothing you threw that was bad. You just kept throwing warnings like of information you may know. You didn't even say anything. Like we don't even know what you know.
They were acting like yo.
What are you apologizing for?
No, man, I don't believe in this situation. No man was gonna get harmed.
Nothing was gonna happen. Just keep rapping.
That's what makes me mad about all the fake pieces.
That's the name of this
It's like, yo, we just wanted to see them rap, yo. They get past it. We see mad beefs, and then nobody like years pass by. Dudes are chilling, like or they either cool or not cool, but it's not that serious, yo. They were acting like it was gonna be freaking Biggie and Tupac. Like, it's not that serious, yo. Like, Cole, it's not that serious, yo. Cole been talking that talk like, yo, come test me. And you gonna get? He been talking like that for like the last.
On the day he was born, the clouds was thunder and whatever he was saying on that. That's what he said on the day he was born, Mike.
I felt like he was reaching for extra smoke though on this track. Like I felt like I don't know a lot of Cole, but like yo, it felt aggressive. Like I'm like yo,
I still don't like that he apologized.
He was hanging around Benny too much. Like bro, you don't gotta be like them, yo.
I had this in the joint, but I really kind of probably believe this. Like in my group chat. I was like, when he had everybody, a whole bunch of people who I think was capping, talking about like To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't good, and I was like, stop the cap. But anyway, it's all subjective, but I'm like, it was like people just doing the most. I'm like, stop it, yo. But anyway, I was like, Cole probably felt bad because Cole probably loved that album, and he had people trying to act like the album was trash, and he was, Cole, Cole like that type of album.
I've heard this argument a few times too,
and
but
nobody was
Cole
like,
has no argument in that race either. Because there's too many gaps, and you're just like you
exactly. That's why it makes sense.
You don't have enough
like
greatness either, brother. Like for you to say the words were put together well on the song, but it's like this kind of applies to you too.
Because honestly, and he's kind of said this too. He's coming into his full stride right now.
Yes,
later in his career.
I like KOD.
A lot of people
didn't like.
Yeah,
KOD.
a lot of people did. But you know what's the most like the closest to everybody's not gonna agree, but the closest to the consensus was his last project was probably his best project.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like if you get into that, we respect that. If you get into that point later, it's like, dog, why would you start talking about somebody's discography that's been praised? Like that's the wrong way that was the worst angle you could have took.
Yeah.
Even if you got some people to agree with you,
try to go at the Grammys and everything, it's like it's just not working.
That's a bad angle, dog.
Nothing was working.
Like just bar up.
And now that you apologized, it looks even. Those bars sound even worse now. I don't even like the way they sound anymore. I hate the song.
I saw a lot of people was hurt, yo.
Some people say,
but Mike, people love J. Cole.
He went on stage at his
festival.
His own festival. It wasn't even like a Grammy stage or something like that. Where
I got
just
something
felt
to
upset.
tell y'all after that.
I feel like he's a nice guy that let people trick him out of his character though, because I'm like, yo, it just felt weird.
Tell
like,
that to Kendrick. Don't go on your stage on the festival after you released the diss track a week ago. I don't even think it was a week ago. It was like that day before or something, like 2 days before. I don't even know when the festival was, but I seen my man Kenny G was down there. I want to know what that was like.
Play-by-play.
Yes, I want to know what that was like for you to sit to win, because he's a Kendrick fan. I know he was probably cackling. That would have been absolutely hysterical if I was on the other side of the fence. Like, what? You want to apologize now after you kept alluding to knowing information about me? Like, and that's the other thing I don't like. If he confided information in you, why is this in your bars? Like of warning
crazy.
Shots. That's nasty.
That's crazy.
I don't care how little it is or what it is.
Definitely didn't try to even allude he was gonna get personal. He didn't.
He never said any of that. He just kept saying I was great.
He was rapping.
And I'll shoot at y'all. I'll just keep shooting y'all if need be.
And Kendrick's last album was really
that's
good.
all I kept hearing when I was listening to this. I listened back to that, and now Kendrick's the future Kendrick joint slap harder now.
No, what's even crazier?
The song is even harder now.
It's been #1 for 2 straight weeks.
It should go even higher now. I'm gonna keep listening to it. I tried to go back and forth at one point because I was like, which one is better? There was no argument in the beginning, but I was going to try to argue it until he apologized for it. Now I can't argue it.
It made it legendary, like back to back. But I don't even think back to back was the #1 song in the country. I don't think.
No,
it was high, but
crazy.
I don't know if it was #1.
I think it was going crazy.
I'm just saying, I know it was going crazy, but I don't know if it was #1. This is like it's the
it's
#1
a possibility.
song.
It probably wasn't #1
across the board.
It was definitely going crazy.
Beyonce just dropped the album, and it's still '1. That just lets you know everything you need to know.
Yeah.
And the album did numbers.
That joint hard.
And that Beyonce album's hard. But yeah, he bowed out gracefully. I can't wait to tell y'all about.
That's gross. He probably about to work with him or something. That's what I be picturing and shit.
I mean, he might as well at this point.
He might
as well. Drake not about to be working.
Kendrick gonna be like, enemies started trying to work with me. Now they seeing me on TV.
Drake about to go crazy, yo. Drake might have more bars for Cole than
Drake
Kendrick.
gonna be mad, bro. He gonna. Drake is the one that's got to do it now. He's alone. He's the lone wolf.
Drake the lone wolf that could survive though, because he just gotta sing songs, yo, and
He
just
got
get
a
out the way.
conglomerate too. Like
got the
He can
joints.
sing for a
got
while,
the
yo.
joints
Just
on lock.
sing, yo. You don't even gotta do nothing.
As long as you don't do nothing
if I'm
crazy.
Drake,
you
I
got
don't
the
even
joints on
respond,
lock.
yo. At this point, yo.
I wouldn't.
Just keep
I would
it
take my
pushing, yo.
time, make a beautiful album.
Unless he try to bully me, then you got.
Yeah, if you give him another
Yo, 'cause
jab, he
listen,
got to come out.
Nah,
The person eating up the most is gonna be Future because they got we still don't trust you or whatever coming out like this week.
It's coming on.
The album it's gonna pick up.
If they drop another Kendrick verse,
The apology is gonna help the album out, yo. Like that's how crazy.
because we're gonna definitely be looking.
I hope
for that.
Kendrick got another verse.
If Kendrick got another verse, and what if he just slapping him around?
That would
on
be
the verse?
hard, yo.
OD just
Hit him with the old machine gun flow.
Wow, just haymakers on my man. I would like that. I wouldn't even be mad. He need that. Sometimes you gotta get pummeled.
It'll be
to
good for rap
understand what
music
life
too,
is
though,
really
because
about.
you know what was it? What was we talking about? Like it was like it's been a lot of music coming out, but it wasn't like anything like that was like super duper great. But now we getting a lot this year, yo.
Kendrick, my whole thing is this is all nice and cool and all, and it's fun, and of course rap is cool when a little bit of beef, as long as it's on wax, it's been for forever. But it's like if you're gonna do it, please drop an album, dog.
Yeah,
Please
Yeah.
just drop an album. I don't
Give us
want to just hear you just
We need to
doing
hear something.
Give us a body of work.
Yeah.
You can. Are you not capable? We know you. I'm pretty sure you're capable, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Give us a body of work, dog. Like we want to hear you.
Yeah.
We want to hear you.
the only thing that saves Cole is the fall off. He just has to go hard on the
People
fall
said
off.
that this apology killed that problem.
That whole project is kind of
killed
shot for
the
me, yo.
buzz,
It
yo,
hurts
like-
a little bit, bro. Like I'm not.
Nah,
gonna
if
hold
he
you.
if he can really go, if he really
he
go
goes
hard,
hard
and
body
don't be
on it?
rapping about that, he'll be alright.
Like when the people ain't believing in you like that, yo. It don't matter what business you in, yo. You ruin your reputation.
It was a bad move.
Yeah.
That was a bad.
That was a
move.
very bad move. I don't know who told him to do that. I think he might have.
Because all you had to do, honestly,
he just
I
had to
really
wait.
thought that, just if you don't want Kendrick to respond, I'm sure you can get in contact with him, talk behind the scenes, and keep it pushing. It just nothing ever is said again about it.
Boom.
But going about it on your, I just think he's been.
But the shots were
he
too
was
direct.
He was
yo.
too
Like,
emotional
there's
overall.
stuff be like
He released
one
that
bar
joint too
that's like
emotionally. That's why the Mike
but
deleted it. It was too much.
the
Like, just
shots
calm
were-
down. Just calm down. Slow down.
Water gun shots. They weren't no.
But they were direct
shots.
water gun shots.
You gotta apologize for that. If I shoot you with the hose, I'm not gonna
it's
go
just like
apologize
maybe
to you.
he
for that.
realized he didn't want that
He
smoke.
didn't want the smoke, yo.
Yeah, like if you really like, yo,
Then, like you said, do that behind the scenes so we don't know.
That's what
about
I'm
that.
saying. It was a bad.
And allow Kendrick to allude to that on his next bars, and then we got to figure out like, oh, did he
Yeah, it's-
apologize?
I
a
to
think
that man?
anybody that raps knows like Kendrick is like a different. It's an abnormal level of being able to rap with that guy. Like it's like I don't even know if like that first album is like if you go through the whole thing, it's like I don't even know why you this creative, yo. Like I don't know why.
Just disappointed, yo.
Just hurt my heart, bro. That's all I was saying. Mick Jenkins, I'm on your side now, brother. Keep it up.
Mick was like,
Hold strong for the hip hop heads out here, bro.
And guys like that's on that level. Give guys like Mick Jenkins a shot, yo.
Please.
I'm telling you, yo, if he could get in there with them
Please.
real rappers,
Go listen to him.
even like Griselda, anybody that can really rap,
He be
like,
rapping
yo,
with them.
he
He
could
had
go
like he be
crazy
having all
with
the
them.
big wigs. He be having some big wigs on his
Y'all know.
Oh yeah, he did have
Freddie and them.
Freddie
He had
Gibbs was on the
Benny,
last
he had,
project. Yeah, shout out
he
Dan
had
Benny.
I think we did. We all had his project.
My
when I-
fault. Yeah. That last
In our
project
top
was
five,
hard.
right?
That's how you know we get so
Fire.
much music.
And
Yeah.
you have- Jenkins is
I know me
ridiculous.
and Rich had it.
It's
I
been
didn't have it,
he's
but it
been
was
doing
fire.
this
You had the whole- you had the
consistently for
project at all?
years. I don't remember the last time he's made a bad project.
He doesn't
to be
make bad
honest with you. Like, I
Matter
don't
of fact,
remember
he
that.
might have been in my
I
top
think he was. I
five.
think he was
Yeah.
at least in your top 10.
I know he
top
was
10,
in mine.
top 10. Yeah,
at least. Yeah. The project was like that.
Yeah.
It was cold, bro. But two quick things before I guess we close it out. Undisputed. I've been watching those little boxing videos y'all doing though. Go read them comments under these boxing videos. So they doing reaction videos.
Oh, you
of
talking about the game, the video?
Yeah, the game reactions like they doing, or the gameplay, or they
It's time
doing.
to start the class action.
Oh man, they are on them in the comments too.
Yes,
bro.
let's go.
Yeah,
They used to get mad anytime
because they only getting like 9 to 10. They're not getting a lot of views on these videos either. Like it's bad, and all of them are saying something along the lines of, "Yo, when is this coming out on console? Yo, this looks bad." Like, it's one or the other. A variation of those two is littered through all of the comments of those videos, And the commentary, they trying their best to keep it light, like off of that. But you can't. The comments show it. We don't care about this gameplay.
Yeah.
When is this game coming out?
When is the game coming out?
Even if the gameplay ain't all
And
that
this
great,
long,
people just wanna box the game,
Grand
It's
Theft
been
Auto don't take this
years
long
long,
to
bro.
develop.
It's been
a lot.
years.
They
It's been
do.
too long.
It'll be
Why are we
It's
talking
been
about this
sickening.
before we even started the visuals?
Yes.
Yeah, like
way before.
Because E
It
brought
might have
that-
been like 2
this
years
was when we
before,
was
seriously.
the guy E from X, formerly known as Twitter now, told
Yeah.
us about the game. Or that's when I found
Yeah.
out about the game. But that was years ago. That was
years
7,
ago.
8 years ago or something like that. I don't even know how long that was.
Before I moved in out on my own.
It was like 5, 6 years ago. It was ridiculous long time, bro, that we found out
then
about
I
this
first
game.
moved out.
I know.
And then the last thing,
Gimme.
precedent was set. The justice guy reporting back in here. The
Justice
Crumley family was sentenced today. So the son had already got sentenced for his crimes against the school. This was the one that did the school shooting. The family, the mom and dad were both convicted as well of I think some kind of like involuntary. I can't remember what the exact charge was, but they both got 10 to 15 years. It's a precedent that is set.
Yeah.
Watch your kids. Listen to your kids,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah.
Raise your kids,
Yes,
bro.
yo.
If they telling you they hurt, and listen to them. Crumbly was telling them,
Be a parent.
Yeah.
go
Be a
help your
parent.
kids, or you're gonna get 10 to 15 or more.
Hold on, real before we leave off of it. So you know how we was watching how the mom was looking crazy,
Ridiculous.
So did they interrogate their pops or they just?
No, Pops didn't go on the stand.
He's smart.
Yeah,
but,
his lawyer told him we ain't doing what your,
You know, a
your
lot
wife
of times
did,
guys
bro.
get the worst charges. He'd have probably got double the time she got if he'd have stepped
They'd have
on
gave
that
him 37 years if he would have went on the stand. It's a fact. Because he was doing stuff like they caught him on
funny,
cam throwing the finger at the prosecutor. Or he was trying to be sly with it. Like he was wilding.
How do you not think they see that in the court? They record everything in there, bro.
He should have got an extra 2 years
You
because of
can't
that.
whisper in there, bro.
Because
Like, what
you
are
just
doing?
tried that in there. That was ridiculous. But no, they deserve that though, because they should have listened to their son. Their son
Parents,
was clearly
be a
like
parent, yo.
he showed them. He drew pictures of it.
Oh my gosh.
They brought them into school the day that it happened. Had a 17-minute conversation with him, and allegedly at the end of it, well, according to the evidence, the mom said, "Are we done?" And she had to go back to real estate and go sell a house. Son, clap.
She went back to work after that?
Yeah. After the
She
guidance
serial killer
counselor,
How do you not?
The guidance
I don't know,
counselor
I can't
said-
come back.
he was giving them pamphlets like, yo, he needs help right now. Can y'all take, like, they can't just put him out of school. Legally, they can't just do that. The parent has to take him out. So they was trying to allude, I think, to the fact like, yo, he need to go somewhere right now
Parents
just
probably-
because he needs some help.
Parents is probably scared in too.
From what it sounded like, they just ain't care about him.
And
He
you
just
know,
let her-
and you
so
know,
in
in
them type
certain cultures that
we grew up with a homeboy that just had the freedom to roam, yo.
Yeah.
The land, bro.
And
Like
they
his
get to
Red
a- but
Dead
they get to a
Redemption.
point where
At
they
some
be cut-
point,
they
they're
be
gonna
cussing
get
out
into
their
something.
Parents and stuff, yo. Like that creates a dangerous situation. If your peoples can't check you, like, yo, what is you doing?
Yeah, he has some. But he's where he needs to belong, and the parents are where they need to belong right now. They're 10 and 15. they
Yeah,
gonna
that's
sit on
scary,
it.
bro.
You got to figure it out after that.
Yeah, check the parents, man. We always gotta say rest in peace to Big Reese. Yes. Episode 304, Coach Class Pod. Continue like, rating, and subscribing. Subscribe, man.
Yes.
Subscribe.
And the Bulls are getting losing to the Knicks.
I'm just
Y'all gonna get that guy.
Robbie Avila, yo.
Y'all gonna get Edie.
Robbie Avila, yo. I want Avila.
No, he
yo,
just
the
entered
one that
transfer portal. He going to another school. He gonna try
for
to
real?
get his stock up. He gonna come out the next year.
Okay.
Y'all might get him the next year.
We gonna get the dude with the bad footwork, yo. He gonna be a
That's
bust.
what I'm saying. Edie. Y'all gonna get Edie. Watch. He gonna be on the Bulls.
I don't want
7
him,
foot
yo.
trash.
It's a couple of other guys.
Bam
that could-
Adebayo cooking him in the paint.
He just got
Yeah,
slow
nah.
feet. He just got slow feet. He ain't got bad for. He just got
Slow feet.
He's
on
big
good,
dog.
though.
He's
What do you
like
do
7'4".
when
Ain't he 7'4"?
7'3", 7.
He up there, bro.
If your feet are slow, what do you do with Wembayamba and stuff? Dudes like that, yo.
Yo,
like,
Wemby catch him in the
Yo.
ice. Oh my god.
Yo, Wimby might
Manu,
tear his ACL.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No, Wemby, yo. I want Wemby to catch him in the ISO, yo. And
Even
then just-
Anthony Davis on a good day.
Nah, dog. Yo, Joel Embiid. Yo.
Joel,
I know
oh
we
my
were signing off. I'm
goodness.
gonna say this last thing on my end.
Joker.
Yo. He might be the best player in the league. Yo,
Gotta
Joel
chill,
Embiid
though,
just
bro.
came back. Yo, he's frying people like he never
In the
was hurt.
Skechers.
Dog, he got 30. He ended with the night with like 37 tonight. Yo.
In the Skechers, bro.
He
In
figured
bad
it out.
shape, he gave him 37 tonight.
And you know the scary thing about him, like, yo, he's been playing basketball long, but he kind of just got to basketball as an adult, yo. Like,
Who?
Joel Embiid.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
he
was
like
late
was
to
playing
it.
soccer and
He was
stuff.
late,
Yeah,
That's usually helps with the footwork, though. That
he's
definitely helps.
ridiculous, bro. He's
Soccer
been
footwork.
ridiculous.
I think that's what helped Kobe. Kobe was a soccer guy, too. So that usually helps you. But,
Yeah,
we're going to
Steve
keep
Nash.
going.
Yep. All right.
Peace.